the stages that are involved. So the first step that gets to be involved. So let me tell you the steps that gets to be involved. Before you answer any question in an exam, you need to understand the steps. So this is in the mouth. Let me use Roman numerals so that I don't confuse you. So the first thing that you need to understand is what we get to call ingestion. I guess you know what ingestion is. I told you what ingestion is. I guess no one is having challenges here. If I tell you what is ingestion, ingestion is just the intake of food substance into the mouth. So when you get that food shimmer, you put it in your mouth. That is what we get to call ingestion. So I guess we are moving together. This is the first step. The second step that you have to understand or explain is what we get to call chewing. So the next step that is going to happen is what? Is chewing. This chewing, we get to call it, the biological term is mastication. This is the biological term for chewing. So chewing, the other term, we can call it mastication. Then the third step, these are the steps that we are going to explain. These are the steps that I'm going to illustrate to you so that you try to understand me clearly and follow everything that I'll be telling you. The third step is what we get to call secretion. This is now where we get to secrete some enzymes. So secretion of saliva. So we get to secrete what? Saliva. After you are chewing, after you finish chewing, you now discover that saliva is going to be secreted. That is going to have some enzymes that I'm going to discuss with you. Then this step, which happens to be the fourth step, our last step, we now need to understand what we get to call where we get to mix some food substances. So I'm calling it mixing food with saliva. So saliva and formation of a borax. So formation of a borax. So I'll say borax. So borax, formation of a borax. So these are the four steps that you have to understand. These are the four steps you need to get. So we've got mixing food with saliva and formation of a borax. We also have a secretion of saliva, chewing, which is just the same as mastication. We also have ingestion. These are the four steps that you have to understand. So in an exam, when you are given a question, they can just tell you, explain the digestion in the mouth, how it happens. You just find maybe 8 marks there. You find 8 marks there. How then can you explain this?